guys, back again with another video, this time the NFC Conference Championship game, which I think it'll probably be the best game of the two, just in terms of, because it's the two teams with, I know in the AFC obviously the Pats and the Broncos are the number 1 and 2 seeds, but I think the Patriots are a much better team than the Broncos, and without a few injuries to maybe Cincinnati or Pittsburgh, I don't think Denver would have had the number 1 or 2 seed. So, whereas Carolina and Arizona in the NFC have been number 1, number 2 since basically the season began, and obviously didn't play each other in the regular season. So that was, we haven't had like a preview for that match or anything, but I think it's going to be a tremendous game in Carolina, obviously, because they're 16-1 now if you count their playoff win against Seattle, which is just incredible how they scored 31 points in the first half like that. There's one, obviously I think if the Pats win against the Broncos, the tougher match will be against Carolina, because I think there's one thing that every team has struggled to do against them this year, whereas obviously I think we'll have arguably the best chance to stop it, but what Carolina do so well is they score a lot of points in like quick, heavy doses. So I think they must have got about 21 points within 4 or 5 minutes against Seattle, because obviously they got the 75-yard run or whatever it was, 65-yard, all the way to inside the 10-yard line, got touchdown, interception, return for a touchdown straight away on Seattle's first drive, and then they went and scored another. So yeah, they score so many points really quickly. They did that against the Giants in the regular season, the Falcons, the Saints. They've done it against a lot of teams. So, and that's one thing. Obviously, Arizona. If Arizona can keep them quiet right at the start in Carolina, and establish their their running game and passing game, they could be a big threat near the end of the game and potentially win it. But I just think Carolina at the minute, they just look like a team that is going to make the Super Bowl, because they want it so much. And I think Cam Newton will be MVP. I think he should be as well, because 16-1, 15-1 in the regular season is just an amazing record. And obviously Carson Palmer for the Cardinals played amazing. David Johnson, the rookie running back, has been incredible. Larry Fitzgerald's still great at this point. Their defense is really good, but then again Carolina's is amazing as well. Luke Kuechly is the best linebacker in football, and the pairing with him and Thomas Davis is the best in the NFL in terms of a linebacking duo, in my opinion. Josh Norman, if he doesn't get paid by Carolina, he's getting paid by someone in the off season. Another just amazing corner, and it's just so surprising to see them do this well without Kelvin Benjamin, because obviously he went down in like camp or whatever with an injury that kept him out for the season, or pre-season it might have been, and they've not done it with any specific, they didn't go out last off season and grab some big name receivers or anything like that. They've just done it with guys who have been journeymen in the NFL, and obviously with Greg Olsen, who's one of the best tight ends. But just and their offensive line's been good. Their whole team has just been so solid from top to bottom. Their special teams is good. The running game is amazing, because they've obviously got Jonathan Stewart and then the threat of Cam Newton taking off and running, and they also have running plays for him, obviously. So, but yeah, I think it'll be a great game. I think it'll be really close. I think it could be the toughest game for Carolina all year. Arizona did play poorly, in my opinion, though, against the Packers. They didn't play great at all. And I do think they've lost a bit of that momentum they had earlier on in the season, whereas obviously Carolina just looked incredible in the first half against Seattle. Whether the second half, if they took their foot off the pedal, okay. If they didn't, now that was worrying, the fact that Seattle came back like that. But I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they didn't try and run up the score or whatever, which I don't necessarily think teams shouldn't have to do that. If you want to score more points, you score more points. That I see it like that, to be honest. But should be a great game. My prediction, I'm going with Carolina 27-21. I think it'll be a great game, close game, and I think Carolina just at the end will put it out and get the win 27-21. So that's my preview for the NFC Conference Championship game with the Panthers winning. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you soon.